Hey buds, welcome back to Mad and welcome to the next episode of Mighty Nine. Welcome to episode 4, I believe, of Mighty Nine. I've been looking forward to getting back into this because I went on, excuse my little delayness for my shows and stuff. I went on a little trip that I was not expecting to go on, so all my stuff got pushed back a little bit. And then I got sick, and now I'm back, and I'm healthy. And so I'm excited to get back into content. If you enjoy what I do here, consider subscribing, liking the video, commenting, all that stuff. I also have a gaming channel, I have a Discord, I stream on Twitch, alright? If you like content, I make a lot of it. I love it. All right. But anyway, this is episode 4. Is it just called the Mighty Nine?
6 carnival goers dead. A monster on the loose. You telling us you had nothing to do with it?
That's right. I make a point of killing my closest friends at least once a week.
A joke? You making a joke?
Nah.
Okay. Real quick, you guys know how I am. I like to talk about things. I like to tell stories. I like to compare things. Just real quick, when I was playing Baldur's Gate, I know I keep bringing that up and stuff like that, but like I was doing an honor mode run where, you know, you have to get through the whole game without dying. All right? And I was a little too sassy to a god, and my whole run got destroyed because I sassed and made a joke. So, be careful who you make jokes to.
And leaving trails of bodies is entertainment for you, sicko.
You got nothing on me. I didn't even have a weapon. Unless you count these pythons.
Shut up. But yes, of course we count those.
Ooh, which one of you is the bad cop?
I'd take this seriously, miss.
Do you think? I know it would work on me.
BT Dubs, your handcuffs are super janky. The ones Mama uses are so much harder to get out of. And fluffier.
Clearly some kind of criminal gang. Now give me a name for the booking sheet.
Our name?
Fuck off.
Keiner von uns ist ein Teil einer Gang.
Why the fuck do you keep doing that? Also, again, it's just a very interesting dynamic that, like, in Vox Machina, we started off as a team. Oh, look at sunlight. You don't really see that often, do we? And in this one, it's like they can't really stand. They can't, like, well, some of them can't stand each other. Some of them don't even know the other people exist. And it's just like, they're like, why are you grouping me with these other people that were just trying to survive? You know? Very interesting dynamic.
Oh yeah, we are called the Sensual Seven.
There's only 6 of you.
Don't forget the Traveler.
Cute.
There's water
I love
next to
that.
the piss bucket. Get cozy.
Nein, not the necklace. I need it.
Why? What's it do? More of your vile sorcery?
I wouldn't have said I need it. I'm like, my mother gave that to me. You know, don't make it seem like it's a magical item or that it would help you. Just be like, my mother passed and that was the last thing she gave me. You know, you playing that string a little bit.
Thought so.
Thought so. Well, I mean, it's right in the chest.
Please spare a little goblin girl. I'm so hungover.
Yeah? You want your booze, sweetie?
Oh, yes. Thank you, kind sir.
There is a small chance that she's going to make a new world record for the amount of stab wounds in a person. Look at this fucking face. Also, I'm very curious on if we're gonna visit on how she got this way with alcohol, because I can't tell if she's just a woman or a child or a woman child. You know, like, where did this alcoholism begin? Or is it just something you like? To each their own, I guess.
Like you two swiping my horse and my pearl? Yeah, you dumbass fucking thieves, you belong in here. And you shitheads are interfering with an important mission!
She's got a point, because they did fuck her over, and she wouldn't have been in this situation if they didn't fuck her over. I kind of feel a little bit bad, because she is just trying to do, well, her job, but like, you know, she's kind of a detective-ish kind of thing going on here. But like, she's like, all I need to do is go to this place, get this pearl, and then go back. Or return it, whatever the fuck it is. But like, they have been fucking her over for a while, you know? So she is a more patient than me because I feel like I would have at least gave him a solid punch of like putting me in this very annoying situation and also like fucking over this very important gig that we got going on.
Lord is a mighty ship captain, so you should probably salute him.
That guy? Nah. Look at those hands.
Yeah, I got more calluses on my cooch.
I wanted to pause and talk about calluses or just like hands in general because I have soft hands. You know, I have soft hands too. Couldn't expect it, right? Looking at me. But that fucking line is wild and probably also true.
You swore you wouldn't make trouble, and now my carnival, my friends, and the only ones ever gave a shit about me are gone.
That's fair, but the ones that mainly fucked up everything are the ones that knocked over the Beatles. But to be fair, they probably should have been a little bit more secure. You know, if you have glass bottles in a caravan, you're gonna want something to prevent them from falling over, and not just like a boop, and then bam, everything's dead, and it flies all into the circus tent, and everybody dies. But there are a little bit more to blame. But yes, I think the Beatles are a main portion of that. But they also should have been more taken care of.
But none of that shit's gonna happen if we sit in the cell sniping at each other.
What exactly are you proposing?
Simple. We bust out.
A jailbreak?
I want to be a part of this so bad. Like, how cool would it be for like a concept? I don't know how many people have experienced this or how many people do this in general, but imagine a DM that wants to create a story, create a good adventure, but they gather a bunch of not necessarily randoms, but you don't know who's on your team or like who you're playing with or not, because usually you're like, oh, let's all just play D&D. But in this situation, or what I'm getting in my head, is like, what if the DM gathered a bunch of people and, you know, helped them create their characters, and then basically brought everybody, like, you met the people you were playing with on your first session, you know, and you met in this like situation, so you have no idea what the characters they created or what their personalities are like or anything until you start talking to them, you know. So you kind of initially create that friendship instead of be like, oh, let's help each other like make cool characters and stuff like that. No, you make your character and then you have no idea who the fuck you're playing with, how many people you're playing with, and what their motives are, or, you know, what their history is. You know, I think that'd be so much fun. And just to latch onto this idea too, like, I've always like wanted to play D&D and then always wanted to play a hard version of D&D, hardcore D&D. You know, not just a fun little thing to go through a story, but I want to barely survive these encounters.
I know your other friends are gone, but maybe we can still save her.
How? And with what? The guards have our weapons.
Not all of them.
We got one sword that I'm still unsure if it's good or not for us. I love this show. me, I'm still congested, but me. Oh, this is so much fun. I love this show so much. I enjoyed Mighty Nein still, but again, like, I just love a new adventure, and I love a new group of people, and, you know, we get to learn our abilities and our strengths and weaknesses, and we get to go barely survive things. Oh my god, love it.
Within the Luxon beacon,
Right.
held in stasis, until a child is born, and that soul transfers into the new body.
Can you choose who goes into what body? Or do you just keep, I guess they're about to show us, but like, fascinating. We talked about like the reincarnation stuff. I just wasn't sure, like, I guess if it was actually the case or how it works, but this is fascinating. I wonder how many cells, I have so many questions.
And begins its life again.
So, again, I want to bring these up just in case they don't get answered or they get answered later down the road, but I wonder if, like, you have to bring the beacon to the, what do I call it, a soul basket, to the actual child, and then it goes, or, like, do the childs, are they born without a soul? Were they always born without a soul? And then this is the answer of, like, a higher existence because, like, they have more information, or, like, You know, because like, what if? Excuse me here. If you want to get back to the show reaction, fast forward a minute or two, or five. What if this race or civilization were always born without souls for a while, but then there was one person that like, they slowly started developing souls, and they wanted to have a higher intelligence or a just like be the strongest race or whatever it is. So they take the souls that are like already gathering a lot of information and strength or whatever it is, and you put it into this thing, and then they basically like found a way to make their race more knowledgeable and stronger and just better overall by just reusing like the souls from the past. You know what I mean? Because like obviously if you start life with more information, you have a greater chance of discovering new things and, you know, being a better version of yourself and all that stuff. So like, I never thought about this idea, but it's just fascinating to me that they found this answer and they were like, oh, we can use this to make ourselves better. It's a very cool concept. That's it. I want to know specifics.
In adolescence, memories of their past lives return, like a flood unleashed in their mind.
Sick. By the way, I've always wanted this hair. Maybe not to that extreme, but I've always wanted like short little prettiness in front and like a fucking long ass ponytail in the back. I thought would be beautiful. This guy is rocking it. I don't think I can rock the goatee and all that stuff, but again, this kind of answers some of our questions from before.
Almost. No.
What the fuck? You might need to wear gloves. We probably need a better room for this. There should not, like, if it takes this much, like, power and, like, concentration, and also shakiness, we cannot be around so many breakable things. We probably need to make a room just for the guiding of a soul and gloves. Ideally.
Already? But we just killed a man for nothing. Shouldn't we first
Fetch some tea. We may be here a while.
Yeah. Oh, are you questioning now the motives and the potential of what the fuck you're doing here? Repercussions. The world's greatest tool.
Oh, just helping some new friends.
Crazy. I have a question, right? In your opinion, or when you make characters and stuff like this, because this is kind of like what we talked about last time, and I love to read everybody's answers on the tiefling colors and stuff like that. In your opinion, what kind of spells do you guys really like to use? Again, for me, I love utility, so I love anything that can help in random situations like this, but also there's a need for like attack spells, you know what I mean? Having a guiding bolt to make sure you could fucking put a bitch down, but also the importance of illusions and communicating with animals and plants and teleportation and mobility and tools. Just like, I love the idea of utility, and I always have, excuse me, love having like a Swiss Army knife of spells. But I understand sometimes there needs to be a balance, or maybe some people just love, like in Pokemon, just having 4 attack spells or 4 attack abilities instead of like, oh, maybe I should boost my attack or boost my defense and stuff like that. I'm just kind of curious on how you guys play and what you prefer. Just let me know in the comments below. Favorite spells or your play styles.
It's not my fault!
What was that noise?
Okay, maybe we can come back for it?
Nein.
Yeah, cool. See ya. Enjoy your death.
Sometimes that's how it has to be. You know, you cannot let people dictate your path, especially if you feel like it's the wrong direction. You kind of have to follow your gut and what you believe is good, especially in this case when it's like, hey, get the fuck out. And someone's like, yeah, but my alcohol. Who gives a shit? We'll get more alcohol. Get the fuck out.
Whether you think you can or you can't, either way, you're right.
What?
Back up.
I put myself in that situation where it's like, if you're her and you're listening and he says this shit, you're like, what the fuck are you talking about? He's going fucking crazy. I need to take this into my own hands. Wait.
Not what I was hoping for.
Ford, that was great! Was
She's so cute, though. It was great. You did so good. I love her so much.
also great, Mr. Dirt Wizard.
Yeah, magic's the fucking best. Just move your ass.
Prison break!
Oh, this is awesome.
Bring in another.
That is the one really cool part about spells, I guess, or like, my only concern with having spells and using ingredients is like, you are usually locked into a certain amount of spell slots, right? Of how many spells you can know or do. But in this case, does he only know a certain amount of spells? Or you can use any spell as long as you have the ingredients? Because that's one thing, is if like, I guess, it's kind of hard to like, I try to understand how this would work in a real campaign. Because yeah, you would blow up the wall. But like, would the DM have to like signal that there was a bunch of feathers there, or a chicken, and that he was able to be like, oh, what can I do with feathers? And you can look through your spells and be like, oh, I can recreate this fucking wall, and that's what you do there, Or do you think he just already had it on him, and this is just kind of like a way that they incorporated it into the creation of the story? But like, if you had an unlimited access of spells, like if you knew like all your level 1 spells, but you can only use the ones that you have the ingredients for, you would more have to deal with what you can in that moment, which is a very cool way to do it, but I understand that's probably OP if you had like a decent backpack or something.
Erikathon, a moment. Dunamancy is quite taxing.
Then why don't we switch? Teach me to open the beacon.
This could potentially solve all your problems. The beacon could potentially kill him, and then, well, I guess you want to help him. That's why you're here, right? But yeah, I would rather not have my hands burned every single time.
It's changed her.
And if her sickness is discovered?
Her consecution will be removed and she will be executed. Permanently.
Why, like, are you telling him this? I would have just made something else up. I feel like you don't want to share personal, like, family life drama with a evil villain that wants to use and weaponize souls. Food for thought, maybe?
Not like.
Half.
Need.
Okay, close enough.
Well, I think you're beautiful.
Oh.
No, you don't.
Oh, that's so cute. Oh, I love her. I cannot express enough. She is a sweet soul in this world. That world, I guess.
And I've definitely not forgotten about her. And then you can be his best friend too. Thank you, Not. I feel better.
Whatever.
Damn, I don't think she likes that either. I don't know if that was like a she not liking the whatever comment. I think she didn't like the fact that Not found like booze, or does not like what booze is doing to Not, or the relationship between the addiction. Yeah. Also, thank you everyone for also confirming the idea to cosplay him. I would need to cover my whole fucking body with purple, which I'm sure would be an absolute mess, but I would be really happy and messy. Okay, cool.
So what exactly are you doing?
Can you still use... Okay, I was about to ask that question, because I'm like, if he found a bunch of these dead beetles, do you think the ingredients sometimes need to be, like, fresh? Or do you, like... Well, I guess it depends on the type of ingredient. Like, if you need, like, the blood of it, I'm sure it makes it more potent if the blood is, like, more fresh. But if you just need, like, the bug, like, legs or something, maybe it's good that you have all these, right?
No one in the crowd bled this. It's different.
From the frog?
Looks red to me.
If it bleeds, we can kill it.
Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up.
Wow, brilliant observation from Midshipman Obvious.
There's more.
I feel like I would have noticed. I mean, maybe they weren't looking when the frog left, but I would have noticed the big fucking monster that almost killed us went that way. You know, if you get in, like, I know it's a circle and like you kind of have to reevaluate yourself maybe, but like going into the tent and be like, oh, I remember I was standing in this position, the frog went that way. And then you just go that way until you find a town that like would be like, oh, we saw a frog go by, and then you keep going in the direction that they could have saw the frog, or like, oh, we never saw a frog here, and then you go around the area and see if you find any more blood, or if you have to go back in a different direction, or, you know, you kind of fan out a little bit and look for more clues. What do you see? Oh. Definitely a decision. Not one that I would make, but maybe you know something. Okay. This happened when you got cut? I don't remember if you tasted your blood when you got cut, or if, I don't know how, all right, we're gonna have to learn about the relationship between how this works, but it puts you in an enhanced state, almost like a vampire-esque kind of character. You know, once you get your juice, you're ready to move.
What's life without a little mystery?
Yeah, seems like we got plenty of that going around. Lead on, circus man.
That's fine. I mean, again, share the things you want to share. You shouldn't have to, you know, pry into people's lives. If, yeah, it may be a little sketchy if you like you taste the blood and you're like, what the fuck was that? And you're like, whatever. And you're like, oh, okay. You don't have to tell me, I guess. I was just kind of curious. Burn his hands though, and it seemed like he did a lot more than the other guy did. Is that just the inherent understanding of magic items, or like a resilience?
This was a mistake. We said we'd experiment with the soul to help save my mother's life, not this.
You really thought that that was going to be the main case here? God. I understand you want to save your mom. I do, but like, this was not worth the chance at all. You're gonna trust this fucking creepy ass bitch to try to save your mother. You're out of your fucking mind.
Astrid, Erdwolf, clean up and show our Crick friends the way out. We'll continue tomorrow.
Back to your dynasty.
What have I done?
I can't believe it took you this fucking long to think about the repercussions of this fucking situation. You know, let me take one of the most important things of my civilization to an evil man that says he can fix everything. Oh my god, let's trust men. Yeah, sure. Let's trust this fucking guy. I understand the implication and the desire to help someone that you love. But you, this is not it, dude. This was not the fucking case. Oh, you are the problem. You are 100% the problem here. Frog with an arrow? Snake.
All right, enough. We're losing light.
You want to camp here?
We should make camp.
Finally! My feet are literally about to die.
No stopping. We've got shit to do.
Look, I get the whole lone wolf thing.
Also, I kind of want to bring that up too, because like, if you're in this kind of situation and your cardio or endurance is significantly better than everybody else, I feel like I would want to keep going too, because yeah, like, the more you keep moving, the faster you'll get to your outcome and stuff like that. But also you have to kind of think about other people and like their stats and their like how far they can potentially travel and stuff like that. It's just like, if you're able to be like, oh, I'm not even close to my fucking limit, I can just keep walking. Yeah, you'll get more like daylight, but you won't have your team there. So like, I would understand her frustration with it, but again, this will be significantly easier as a team. It's just interesting to think about, like, some people can travel significantly farther than others.
We cannot give up. That thing could kill other people.
It'll kill us first.
Yeah, Captain Coward.
Oh, listen, you little
Nobody
shit!
move. Look.
What the fuck? Is she sitting in the mouth right now? If you look to like the left, like the bottom left corner and the bottom right corner, it looks like teeth, but it could be stalactites or stalagmites? Stalag something. One's on the floor, one's on the ceiling. It could be them, but it also looks a little bit more grayer, like it could be teeth. The frog could be using her as bait, or we just don't see the full picture.
It could be a trap knot.
So? What's magic for if not stuff like this? She's a child who needs our help.
Here we go. Carefully.
Carefully. You do so many badass things, but you're just a pain in the ass sometimes. But I love you. But please, just give us a little bit of leniency with your sassiness. You know, we're on the same team. All right, that's just what I'm kind of trying to get at here.
I'm out.
Yeah, fair.
Toya, I'm Jester from the show.
From the show.
Anyway, it's super gross in here. Do you want to come with us?
Actually, now that I'm thinking about it, her character reminds me of, all right, let me work through this a little bit. If you guys have seen the show Barry, she reminds me of Hank, something Hank. If you know Hank, you know what I'm talking about, but he also voices an animated character in a different show, but it's that, like, the way he talks and his demeanor, and like, if you guys know what I'm talking about, I think you understand the relation between her, the way she speaks and the way Hank speaks. Let me know about that.
With me?
Absolutely fucking not. That's... Yeah, no. I hate that.
Nope.
This is wild. What the fuck? It's basically... It's... The capacity of this frog. The abilities. This thing's kind of fucking crazy. But it's like the, it's like a little lanternfish, right? With its little dinghy on it, except it uses its fucking mouth and sticking it inside, ideally, the back of her, I guess. And that's where we'll leave it at. And being able to control her like a puppet to bring people in is nuts.
How's that softer touch working?
Don't you see? We are one. Strike me down and the child dies. I am all that keeps her alive.
Oof. What if we sever the tongue?
Wait! You heard it! You might hurt the child!
Yeah, but like, what, are we just gonna leave it like this? Let her like have it as a puppet? I don't know if the child's still even alive, or if they're just using it as like a defense tactic to be like, oh, if you kill me, this girl dies, but she can already be dead. Usually, you could try to sever the connection to see if that is the case, but if that's the case anyway, then, you know, I don't think there's anything else we can do about it. I think we just gotta chop this fucking tongue.
I do not think that is a child. Not anymore.
What if you're wrong?
It already killed...
Isn't it weird that I keep pausing at the time, like right when they're about to explain something? Eh. Yeah.
Oh dear.
Also, this thing looks like it would resist a lot of physical attacks. Maybe pierce, because that toad skin looks thick. So I don't think bonking it with a broomstick is gonna do much.
Time to put on a show!
we are processing a lot of information in the last, like, what, 20-30 seconds. We're gonna wait for an explanation for all these things, because this is a lot.
Speed it up, wizard!
If I skip steps, it will not end well.
Just do it!
No. If it grabs your fucking leg, you do a little sonic spin, a little Levi Attack on Titan action, you cut that fucking thing, and you go for the Achilles. Oh, come on. I don't know, like, I understand it was cool that you slid by it and sliced open the front of it a little bit, but I think we go for the more, like, vital portions there. You know, because I'm sure that's where a lot of its fat and its, like, toughness is. So let's get, like, you know, get its little wrists and ankles. Let's take those out a little bit. Like a little fireball in the front. The first fireball didn't really seem like it did anything, but, like, it's fireballing. I mean, it's gonna do something, right? But then the fucking, you fucking freeze it from its skull. Love this shit.
That ended well.
I don't know why I like doing that. I guess, like, you know, everybody would always love to have a chance to voice act and stuff like that, but it's just fun to, like, parrot, like, people's characters' voices, accents, and stuff like that. It's just fun to do. Don't mind me being dumb.
Not.
They're fine. Really? Fuck.
Her wound's healed. But
Damn. Not had to go through fucking something to experience death like this. I will say, I am thankful that we were on the same page with, like, the first strategy in the beginning, because I feel like if we didn't first address, you know, getting her out of there and getting her taken care of, you know, the fact that Nott took her out and was going to bandage her by herself, she probably would have been upset. She's like, you guys could have done something. But, like, the fact that, like, Jester also came out to, like, use magic to heal her, I feel like at least there will be no negativity towards the team. I think we all, like, we cut her open, off, whatever term we want to use, and got her outside, and they were able to, like, do whatever they can. So, like, I feel like this would help not connect more with the team.
Where do you think you're going? Apologies. Proceed.
Also, if you know, like, certain magic exists and stuff like that, if you are being approached by someone that seems shady and they start, like, doing a fucking Naruto hand thing in front of you, you better stop that. You don't know what the fuck is possible out there. If you're a guard and someone starts, you know, throwing gang signs at you, you take those hands off or get them to stop. You know, mind control. Stop it.
Oh, what are you even looking for?
This thing swallowed my evidence. There you are, you little shit.
Wow.
Okay. Now what do we do with this thing?
You take a, what, an eyeball? A scale? A tooth? You know, and you bring that back as proof of and evidence that you set out and you righted your wrong. What the fuck?
Nein.
They're pretty amazing. More than you can read in 10 lifetimes. And only the good stuff.
You will have to give me a tour sometime.
None of the books really prepare you for this.
Nein. They do not.
Which is also the argument of, like, you know, street smart versus book smart. You can learn a lot of good shit from books, but also, like, pure experiences where also the good shit is, you know? So that's why it's very healthy to get a mix of both to be more prepared for any kind of situation. But also there'll be situations where, hey, reading a book could have helped significantly more. Or, hey, if I would have done this, more, I probably would be better suited for this position. And like, it's, to be well versed in both is nice, but that is unfortunately not my specialty either. I'm definitely more of a, I've had to experience something because of my reading capacity is, trash. What the fuck? Should we cover her? Wow. That's nice.
Gustav always called these cards carny bullshit. But I wonder...
Does that say home?
A group coming together. Shared purpose. Shared pain. But mostly, shared strength.
I think it's always a great skill set to be able to have a good speech, whether you're drinking or inspiring. But like to be able to stand in front of a bunch of people and have a coherent thought that kind of shares the vibe of the room it's something that I don't think enough people, well, I guess it's not a skill that everybody's going to have anyway, but I think it's something admirable. At least from my perspective, and I think it also kind of leans into being a storyteller, which I've always wanted to do as well. But me and my thought processes are a little messy and lengthy, but ideally, to be able to get to that kind of situation would be sick.
If the Queen gave me a few more days, I'm sure I could find it.
She is fueled by fury on this matter. Yeah. It obscures all reason. Many of us will die.
Then defy her. Plead with her.
Oh my god, you spicy bitch. We could fix this entire problem, because you know that this is a bad situation, and we're doubling down. Oh my god.
Going to war without the beacon is madness.
I think this just proves that, like, one person could cause so much problems for so many people. And yeah, that's an obvious statement, of course, but like, the whole direction of this show so far, I guess not necessarily entirely, is because of the beacon, but the main core of the big part of the story is because this kid cannot let go of his mother.
But the card I drew last night, when you reverse it...
The Traveler.
It's nice to know someone is looking out for you.
Thank you.
Huh. Again, it just kind of proves that, like, if you give people like a little bit more like support in their like ideas or their beliefs and stuff like that, with like, hey, this card says Traveler, changed their whole fucking mood. What a vibe.
I need a name for the logs. Do you have one?
9.
Like the number?
9.
You're confusing then. Can you just stop spamming your emote?
We are the Mighty Nine.
Great. Cute. Cute. Oh, I thought that was gonna be credits.
We'll be on the next carriage to Zadash.
Also, it's not a... I wonder, do you think that's how that, like, the campaign name started? By them, like, talking to the guards and stuff like that? Or do you think they had this name predetermined already? I kind of didn't I don't know why I expected there to actually be some kind of more support of why they chose that name. Instead of just her just be like, we're the 99, and then that's it.
Weren't there guards here before?
No.
The shit?
You're about to get blamed for this. Oh, we're gonna be exiled, aren't we? We should have alerted the guards before we went in. I understand we want to know what's happening, but like, we need to let them know that we just walked in here and they just saw us come in here and there was no way this could have been us. That should have been the first thing.
Seriously, what is so damn important
It blocks them, their vision. We are all in great danger.
This is where we ended? was gonna lose my mind. We're getting very close to the end. If we exploded and I have to wait a week for the fucking reasoning, I'd be very angry. Angriables.
Uff. Meister wird so froh sein, dass ich dich gefunden habe.
Is there any chance that I can understand what the fuck you just said there? Give it a second.
She found me. How fortunate.
Yeah.
My journey has revealed more than I could have hoped.
Right.
Meister wird so froh sein,
Okay.
dass ich dich gefunden habe.
Okay. Good thing we double checked. I love that. I hope you guys enjoyed the reaction. Please let me know in the comments below if, hey, you're enjoying the series. If there's any questions that I asked, which were probably a fucking 1,000 at this point, hey, can you answer those for me? I like talking to you guys. Thank you so much for being here. If you enjoy the content, subscribe to Madabos for more reaction content. See ya.